Hi, I'm George with Better Balance, Safe for You. In my last video, I discussed the advantages of doing a punching drill to help out our overall balance. I want to recap that video just a little bit because I think it's very important. That's a great starting point for us. Also, as we age, there are a lot of different factors that go into us becoming less stable on our feet. And we do notice it as we age, how unbalanced we become. One of the biggest issues is what we call proprioception. Now, I described that in the last video, but I think it's important to recap that. What is proprioception? It's our understanding of our space, our center of mass. A good example of proprioception is watching a toddler walk for the very first time. They wobble, and it's amazing they just don't topple over. But over a relatively short period of time, they do get their sea legs and they walk just fine. Unfortunately, though, as we age, that process reverses itself. We become more wobbly, and thus we could end up with that ultimate fall. So the punching drill that I explained last time is a very good beginning to getting that proprioception, that sense of space and our center of mass back into perspective. Once again, what is the punching drill? Well, it's what we call a horse stance, okay? And if you ask any physical therapist, they will tell you the two best exercises that we could do as seniors to improve our balance is one, balancing on one leg, and two is what they call the squat. With Better Balance, Safe for You, we call it the horse stance. So what is it? Again, we have our feet about twice our shoulder width, and then we squat down or like we're sitting on a horse. We really want to work these muscles with your back straight, making sure that your feet are pointing forward. Now let me face George here, and you can see here that I'm in what I call a horse stance. I'm actually kind of riding a horse, working these muscles just fine. Now, you can get one of these Georges online or just about anywhere. It's a child's punching bag. I put about 10 pounds of sand in the base. You don't have to fill it up with sand, or even cat litter will work, but then you fill the rest of it up with air, and then you inflate the rest of George. Okay, so what we have here again is I'm facing George in my horse stance. And if you remember correctly, my punching drill is that we're alternating our hands and I can hit George. And what's nice about George is he keeps on coming back for more. And I can focus on one point here on George, which helps out my cognitive thinking because remember, we are alternating our punches. So George then makes it a little bit more fun to do the punching drill. Instead of punching out in the air, we're now hitting something. Janet, one of my students, 90-something, has a George in her bedroom, and she was telling me that every time she walks by George, she gives George a poke. This is important because, like anything else, if we have an exercise routine or a balance routine, over a relatively short period of time, it can get boring and we just forget to do it. Well, with George sitting around here like this, it becomes a little bit more fun when it comes to our punching drill. So make sure you practice. And I'm guaranteeing you over a couple of weeks or less, as long as you practice, you will notice that your balance is going to start improving. To get more information about what we're doing here on Better Balance, Safe for You, I have written a book with the same name, Better Balance, Safe for You. You can find it on Amazon. It will explain the journey, how I developed this program for you to improve your balance, self-confidence, as well as your personal safety. The rest of the book, that's going to be the first half of the book. The second half of the book becomes kind of a reference guide to the journey that we call here on Better Balance, Safe for You. So it's on Amazon. Go ahead and get that. Now, on the other flip side of that, you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel, because when I do post another video, and I will be posting more, you'll be notified, and make sure you hit that like button as well. So once again, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. So until next time, I'm George with Better Balance, Safe for You.